What is good, guys? It's Monster Chappie and we're here today looking at some sniper action, and I have a whole bunch of sniper action. It's a little bit older gameplay, didn't get around to commentating it, but now we're gonna go ahead and see how I can do with the sniper rifle. Now, one thing about sniper rifles is that way back when on the old CODs, like, I used to be a sniper specialist, like that's all I used to do, quick scoping and those types of things. But Battlefield, definitely not the case. You're not going to want to be trying to quick scope people, no scope people like on a regular basis. Yeah, once in a while it's fun, and you know, you will get a few kills on occasion that way, but if you're really going to want to be an effective sniper, you're going to need to be able to lock in. Now, that's not saying that you're going to have to just sit in one spot. You're going to have to camp. But what you are going to have to do is be sure that you're actually scoped in on a good majority of your shots, like almost every shot, for at least like a half a second, so that you're you know, you're not getting your hip fire accuracy. Because if you're getting the hip fire accuracy, you might as well not be aiming at all, and that's just not going to be a good thing. So one thing you definitely need to do is be sure to aim in. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I don't know if it's a bug in the game, something that they're going to change with the patch, or if it's just the way it's going to remain. But whenever you aim down sight, and by aiming down sight I just basically mean aiming, just zooming in, whatever, any kind of gun, pistol, sniper, you know, machine gun, whatever it is, every gun in the game, there's like a slight delay before your actual aim down sight accuracy kicks in. And what does that mean? Basically, if you were to aim down sight and shoot as you're aiming down sight, you're still going to get the same accuracy as you would if you were hip firing. However, if you aim down sight, wait about a half a second, somewhere in that range, half a second-ish, then you're actually going to get the accuracy as if you were aiming down sight, which is going to be a lot more accurate. Something you want to play around with in practice mode, but it definitely makes a huge difference. So if you feel like you're missing some of those longer shots because you're aiming it right away and just firing, that could be a very likely cause to that. Now, as far as sniping goes, my tactics with them, I like to stay standing up. And I've seen a lot of the other YouTubers kind of have that in common, either stand up or be, you know, crouched. But rarely am I going to find myself laying down. Like, once in a while, if I'm in a really good spot where I can see a good majority of the map, I'll go ahead and pick off maybe 2 to 4 people. But then I'm going to get up and get mobile again, because one thing is, if you're laying down as a sniper, most of the time you're either going to get knifed from the back, or if somebody else is sniping you and you're both sniping at each other, you're pretty much just a sitting duck. You're a headshot. Anything that hits you is going to be a headshot, for one. And two, you're not moving. It's much more difficult to hit a mobile target or a moving target, especially at range, than it is to hit one that's sitting still. I mean, think about how easy it is to kill anybody with any gun when they're just sitting there, and you just get to roll up on them, and you know, they're just dead. Like, there's no chance. So especially with snipers, when they're going to be taking, you know, 80+ damage per shot, and especially if you're getting headshots, it's pretty much going to be an insta kill with any sniper in the game. That's going to be especially crucial that you go ahead and, you know, keep that into, you know, keep that in your head whenever you are sniping, especially if you get into a sniping battle with someone. That is something you want to do. Be sure you're mobile, and also using cover like you would with any other gun. Some people, you know, they think they're sniping, they're just out in the open, you know, they think they're invincible because they can, you know, beat everybody at range. And, you know, you end up getting beat by an assault rifle or something else just because, you know, you're kind of being an idiot and sitting in the middle of the map or in the middle of the open. So that's definitely not something you want to do. Right here, we're going to go ahead and throw some C4. One of the great things about, you know, the sniper class is you got the C4. Doing a little suicide mission there. Probably didn't have to do that, but hey, sometimes it's fun to do. So that's a nice little round of Conquest right there. One thing I do like about Conquest is, you know, it's just fun, man. You got all the vehicles, you're using all the map, and there's just a lot of guys in there, a lot of action in various ways, whether it be the water, whether it be tanks, whether it be aircraft, whether it be, you know, infantry. There's a little bit of everything in a Conquest match, and it's just basically a battlefieldish version of domination. So It's definitely one of the original type Battlefield game modes, and it's definitely something that's a lot of fun. The only negative I have to Conquest is just that it takes forever. Those matches, like Team Deathmatch and those types of matches, Domination, are usually 10 to 15, 20 minutes tops, whereas a Conquest match can, you know, go from 20 to 40 to an hour. Just kind of depending upon how the map is going. Like if it's two even teams, you're going to be in for a very long match. Sometimes if it's one-sided, it doesn't take quite as long. But definitely if you're going to get a good game in, it is going to take quite a bit of time. But that's pretty much my thoughts there on sniping. Conquest, and pretty much just some quick thoughts there. Right here is a round of Team Deathmatch on the same map we were on for Conquest. So as you can see, the map size is just drastically smaller whenever you're playing the smaller game modes or smaller game types. Obviously with good reason. I mean, you got 64 people compared to you know, 20. Obviously you want to have a smaller map, otherwise you're not going to be getting much action, which is one of the biggest differences between Gen 3 and Gen 4 and, you know, PCs. So Gen 4 now has what PC has. You know, when guys used to say PC is so much different than the PS3 and the Xbox 360, I was like, no way. I mean, 60 frames per second, what difference does that make? A little bit more graphics. But to me, the biggest difference, and I think a lot of people would agree with this, is that the map size, but most importantly, the number of players in the map. So if you're playing 360 or PS3, you're getting a Battlefield-ish experience, but you're not getting the full experience. And I'm speaking from personal experience here. It's mainly just due to the number of people on the map at the one time, the number of people in a server. Because if you're trying to play Conquest and you've only got 32 people in there, and it's the same map size as you would be playing as if you had 64, like the amount of engagements, the amount of action you're going to get compared to somebody that has literally double the people in a server is just insane. So literally double your engagement number and you'll just kind of have a rough idea. So that's kind of the idea there as far as, you know, to me, why there's a big difference between Gen 3 and Gen 4. You also have the 60 frames per second, which is great. It's not something you're going to make a huge difference about, but it's definitely something that's going to be noticeable, as well as the graphics, of course, are going to be a lot better, and the details and things like that. But to me, the biggest thing gameplay-wise is definitely going to be the number of players in a server. But that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and hopefully you enjoyed some of the sniper action. Right here we were rocking the CS-LR4, a decent sniper, but there are some other ones I like a lot better, and I'll break those down in the future here. But that's it. Till the next time, I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe for more. Till the next time, we gone.